you were still capable of pitching at this level?
Well, I never try to suck. It just kind of happens. But obviously, with my teammates, with the coaches, they were on it hard. This was something where I was scuffling for a little bit, and they really went to work for me and helped me out with some of the things I needed to get back on top of and to get me successful. So I wish I could sit here and say it was me figuring out and looking in the mirror and doing it myself, but there's a lot of hands going into that.
Chris, to follow up on David's question about just the momentum you guys seem to be having, I remember after the Pittsburgh series, you're like, we got to start winning series. Can you even try to pinpoint this is what's happened, or here's how we feel differently, or anything along those lines?
I just think momentum. We've when you play good baseball, you just kind of keep playing good baseball. And again, I can't. I say it a lot, but and I'll keep saying it. The group of guys that we have in that clubhouse, very level-headed, very down to earth, and very connected. It's tough in sports to have some rough patches and not point fingers and not get cliquey and not exile this guy or that guy or whatever. And there's we fight together through the rough ones and we have fun together when we're going good.
You've mentioned that you'd rather go deep into a game than say throw a scoreless outing. Why is that length important to you?
Because I've been in the bullpen before. I started my career for a couple of years in the bullpen, and I know how important it is to have those guys rested towards the end of the season. They work hard and they come in some pretty high leverage situations. So the more we can give them a break, the better off they're going to be. When we really need them.
Any more for Chris? Chris, your slider is just the way it dives and slides across the zone. I mean, I don't know if satisfaction is what you feel like when someone's waving at it, but can you describe kind of what it's like to throw such an effective pitch like that over and over?
Yeah, I mean, I try to throw strikes. Again, if you're going to try to go deep in the games, you got to throw strikes. And with that, I mean, again, that's more on Murph and Baldy back there, kind of calling that and seeing situations where it's going to be successful. So again, I just put my faith in my catchers behind the plate and trust my defense behind me, and whatever pitch is called, I'm trying to execute it as best I can.